The thing that I love about the Disorganized Zone and what makes it unique is that it's kind of this interesting, cool spin on the Twilight Zone, which I think we're all very familiar with, very inspired by. And I think it has this cool sense of humor to it, as far as, you know, these alternate universes and what the life that you are living as opposed to the life that you could be living. And I hope it's a bit inspiring to people that they can achieve everything that they want to achieve. They just need to sort of find the way, find the route, and decide on the route and organize their lives in order to get to their dreams. My character Mary, she really doesn't like clutter. She's really an organizer, organized in her life. And in the episode, you see that Rick, through meeting Mary, is able to sort of see the fruits of the labor if you get your life together and you embrace organization. When I originally read the script, I thought that she was very aspirational. I thought she was sort of a Stepford wife. Because we're in the alternate universe, in this perfect world where everything, and then when I spoke to Judy about it, it was different. She was like, no, this is a real girl, this is a real relationship. You don't know what's going on. This is like any other breakfast, any other morning for you. And I thought, oh, how interesting that we're not showing him this perfect world. We're showing him a real world that he could live. It's not a dream sequence, you know. It's got to be grounded in reality to be able, so that he can, you know, fall in love a little bit with that life. And so I had to completely 180 my whole idea of the role, but obviously Judy, it makes so much more sense. Working with Eduardo is so easy. We've been really good friends for many, many years. It's actually our third production together, and it's fun to play off him because he really makes me laugh. So it was nice to just like really play the straight man in that scene. Why don't you hop in the shower? Breakfast will be ready in 10. The scene where we're sitting down for breakfast, I feel, is pretty important because you want to sort of establish this relationship between the two of them that he has no idea about because he doesn't know our relationship. I sort of have to sell, Mary, my character Mary has to sell, this is what we're like as a couple, this is our dynamic. So that's an interesting thing when you're sort of playing off yourself because he's like, I don't know who you are, I don't know what's happening. So I really wanted to create a dynamic that's with their friends, they're in love, they're very comfortable with each other. I think Mary doesn't really realize because she's sort of in the disorganized zone, she's in that alternate universe, but she doesn't realize that the organizer is kind of like this fairy godmother who's showing him what his life could be if he would embrace getting his stuff together, getting the organization in his life. So I think it's a really sweet moment. They have this connection, Mary and the organizer, because they both believe in organization, they believe in order. So it's a sweet connection that she doesn't even realize how big of a part of their lives she really is. Even though Mary and the organizer are friends, in that moment she's just there to help organize the house. She's actually there for a much deeper reason. She appears in order to sort of give him some answers and make him realize that these two lives that he could be living, one is the reality and one is the disorganized zone, and how much he'll really get out of it if he finds a way to embrace the organization in his own life.
I haven't figured it all out, but it seems to have something to do with sorting out something in the other universe so that you can stay in this one. Well, at least that's what I did, and I've been here ever since.
I just remember waiting to see the kissing scene in bed and thinking, I hope that it doesn't come across how nervous I was. Watching it, I don't think it comes across. I hope it doesn't come across. It's so hard watching myself kiss anybody. Anything that intimate is so hard to watch, even with Eduardo, who I love and I'm very comfortable with. I can't even watch it. I'm like, ah! It's just, I think if it was easy for me to watch, it would feel very fake. So the fact that I have a hard time watching myself be so intimate, I think is proof of how close we really were and how sweet the scene is. I really like doing the scene in the park because I've never worked with an animal before. And I don't own a dog in real life and I really love them, but in LA, I think you need some space. You go to walk, there's a lot of responsibility. So it's nice for me to play a character that would go to the park with her dog just because that is like another alternate universe that I would like to live. I think we all have there's things in the distance that we would like to achieve, whether it be this epic career or a husband and a wife or children or whatever, and a lot of times maybe we don't take the steps to get there. Sometimes whether we're actually afraid of it or we don't think that we'll ever be able to achieve it, and so we sort of stay in our little safety zone and we don't put ourselves out there. And so I feel like this episode is really cool because it shows he is capable of all the things that he wants. And he, as a human, is absolutely worthy of all those things that he wants. He just needs to take the steps to put himself in a position to meet that girl or to have that life, to have that job. I just really hope that people relate and enjoy the Disorganized Zone and see the humor in it, and maybe apply a little to their lives and reach for those long shot dreams.
Not everyone gets a second chance, I suppose. Or maybe we all do, who knows?